And welcome right back to Cochranton, where we're having high school softball this afternoon. Cochranton and Saegertown here on Cool 101.7 and on Armstrong. And we're getting ready for the leadoff batter to step in there for the Lady Panthers of Saegertown, and that will be Slosher. Saegertown coming in a record of 12-3 overall, 8-0 in Region 3, as the Cardinals now come out on the field to set up their defense. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have played just 6 games. They are 5-1 in the conference. The lone loss was to the Lady Cats of Saegertown. Chuck Stopp, Joe Vilkie.
Yes, and we've got the volleyball teams getting ready to head to Corey, all the way to Corey tonight for JV and varsity tonight. So we wish the Cardinals good luck on that tonight. That's coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were standing right behind us. That's why I said that.
And just a reminder, we are going to have volleyball coming your way on Thursday night, as we're really setting up down here in Cochranton. Last night baseball, tonight softball, and then coming up on Thursday, it'll be a big matchup. The first place Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, I'll tell you, that is an awesome team. We watched them shut out Maplewood here
that was an upset.
Week. Yes. And now they'll be in action against Cochranton. The Cardinals are going to have to play very, very good volleyball, their best of the season, if they expect to even come close to defeating Cambridge Springs. But that's the reason they play the games. You never can tell, Joe.
I tell you what, that was a surprise. And, you know, sometimes the surprise just makes it more interesting, too. But sure, it changes things up with what people are planning on, anyways, for playoffs and such here. As the teams are warming up here out on the field here, getting ready for this contest between the Saegertown Lady Panthers and the Cochranton Cardinals with Cool 101.7 and our partners Armstrong Cable.
Throw down to second base, and we're about ready to get go.
That's right. As
it will be Keller doing the pitching for the Lady Cardinals here this afternoon. Right-handed batter steps in. That is Slosher. Yesterday they were bombing it out of the park. We had a total of 4 on that one yesterday. Keller, closed stance, steps in there. Rather, I should say Slosher. Keller, first pitch of the ball game. And here it comes to the right-hander. That's in there, strike one call, the last ball.
We're underway.
Well, at least today we're going to be able to read the scoreboard. Yesterday we could not.
There was no scoreboard yesterday. It was malfunctioning, but today it's in play, which is good.
Plus we were looking right into the sun, so I don't know really how much we'd have been able to see or not.
I'm not sure if we would either.
Inning number way up high for a ball.
Hate to complain about that, but you can probably hear the wind in our microphones a little bit here. It is breezy, but a beautiful, beautiful day.
Even better tomorrow, according to the weatherman.
Yeah. So do not adjust your set if you hear that wind in the background.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Bunt at third base side, it's going to roll foul. Right down there, the third baseman for the Lady Cardinals picks it up before it had a chance to roll back in to fair territory, and that is right. Here are those Panther cheerleaders over there, the team in the third base dugout. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Slosher. The pitch from Keller, she swings. This is strike 3. 1 up and 1 away for the Panthers. Bring in Schultz, the shortstop. Slosher is the catcher for the Panthers.
Getting ready for the pitch.
1 out, nobody on for Saegertown in the top of the first. Wind up the pitch. That's a ball, a little bit on the outside. Stepping back into the circle. Stepping on the rubber is Keller. Here comes the 1 ball pitch. Swung on and fouled back.
And
I think
that's an automobile shot.
Oh, yeah. We had one of those yesterday. It landed right on top of the Armstrong van.
And we examined that roof. We looked carefully and couldn't even find a dent.
Yeah, it must have been a softball.
Must have been a very soft ball.
Oh, I thought they were playing softballs tonight. Oh,
yeah.
Anyway.
Real soft.
All right. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2, and it's 1 and 2.
Those car dents brought to you by Geico or something like that, right? Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first. No score from Cochranton. Pitch line shot. That is a base hit right up the gut. Well, she had a nice stroke on that and released that over your second base and into center field for the base hit.
She's on first.
Bringing up Young. She's a left-handed batter.
Stepping in.
Square stance. Kay doing the catcher for the Cochranton Cardinals. Pitch for Keller. She nailed this ball way back. Whack to the wall it goes, and that's going to be hop up against the wall. And we're going to get runners now at second and third on the double, and she nailed that ball not far from going out of here, right down the left side. And she'll get a double and runners at second and third.
And you can see the wind get a hold of that one too here, blowing it over to almost out and right up to the fence.
And that will bring up the right-handing hitter, Hess. Panthers threatening in the first inning. 1 out and 2 on, both in the scoring position. Keller's pitch, she bunts it. Runner is going to come, but she stopped, look back to third, throw to first, and going to be safe at first. High throw. As she looked that runner back to third, that cost her there. Nobody, or 1 out now, and...
I thought he called her safe initially, but okay.
He must have tagged her on the way by then. That's all I know.
I don't know what happened there. She ended up out.
Wow. Okay.
So we got runners on second and third. First is vacant now.
Bringing up the other house. Second and third, 2 out. Pitch a swing and a miss on a fastball. She ripped that one in there.
Strike 1.
They had a base hit in the double by the Panthers. 2 out and hold everything. Coach is going to come in here and talk to Hess. Hess, the first baseman for the Panthers.
We have 2 Hesses here, but we do not have their first names. They only give us first. We have an H and a C, and we would be glad to give their full names if we had them.
Let's see if we can catch it off the PA announcer. In for the sign is Keller. Trying to get out of this first inning without any damage. Pitch, strike called.
2 strikes now.
Keller trying to get out of this, but Hess stepping in there. I'd like to get a big 2-out hit here and score a couple of runs. Right-handed batter, square stance, crouches over the plate. The pitch, swing and foul back to the screen. Count remains, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Deuces wild in the first.
Thanks for joining us here on Cool 101.7 for softball action here at Cochranton.
Winding up, here's the pitch, outside for a ball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schultz at third, Young at second. A single and a double respectively. Trying to get things going for the Panthers in the first inning. Keller's pitch, strike 3 called to end the inning. Keller gets out of it after a single and a double. So at the end of a half inning of play, the score, Saegertown nothing, Cochranton coming to bat. We'll take a 60-second timeout.
Live in Cochranton with high school softball with our friends at Armstrong Cable here and Cool 101.7. Saegertown versus Cochranton. We're halfway through the first inning scoreless, and Cochranton up to bat, Chuck.
Yes, Saegertown had a couple hits after 1 out, but then Kessler settled down for the Lady Cardinals and had a ground out, throw out to first, and then they had the strikeout, the big strikeout there by Keller. Throw goes to second base. We're ready for action here in the bottom half of the first inning. Leadoff batter, and that will be Kayla Farmeth. The shortstop. She's a right-handed batter, square stance, trying to get something going for the Cardinals here. They'd like to win this one here and even things up in the region, trailing by 1. Strike 1 called. Steps out, looks to her coach, third base coach's box. She's back in the batter's box. Young doing the quarterbacking. Oh, a lame swing at that one, strike 2.
That was low.
Low, and it looked like she really didn't want to take a swing, but she took a swing anyway.
Yeah.
And she's in the hole 0-2. Young has had a good season for the Lady Panthers. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. Didn't get her to bite on that high, hard one.
Nope.
And the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. No score. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Primal is out of there. First strikeout of the afternoon for Young.
Goes to the plate, second baseman, Shaylee Keller-Boozer.
Shaylee Keller. He's also a right-handed batter. Pitch from Young, line drive. That is a fair ball down the right field line. And quickly coming over is Mulligan to throw that ball in and hold her to a single. Well, that's exactly what happened in the top of the inning with a strikeout first, then a single. And now this will bring up Mackenzie Farmerth. She is the center fielder for the Lady Cards and a left-handed batter. First pitch is a high, hard one. Ball 1. You talk about the Farmerth. I think they're in every sport possible down here at Cochranton.
Yeah, I see a lot of those young ladies when we come to the
Well, we have
Cochranton
2 here
games.
softball.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Curtis Farmerth on the baseball team.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always helping out with teams they're not even playing on.
Here's
so
the pitch. Swing
whether they're on
and
a
miss.
team or not. You know.
1 ball, 1 strike. I see their grandparents down here.
Yep.
Dave and Sally. Talked to Dave last night after the ball game.
Getting ready for another hit here.
Young.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Delivery. Swing and a miss. A hard one. Having trouble catching up with that. Pass ball by Young. Kenzie steps back in. 1 out, 1-1 for Cochranton. No score, bottom of the first. Foul back to the screen. Had a good rip at that one there, but just caught it top of it.
Just caught it, yeah.
Fouled it back.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Farmouth.
It's Haylett, McClymans, and Mulligan in the outfield, left to right. We'll get the infield after this pitch. A ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Young. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on and popped up. That ball is going to drop, but it goes foul. That thing went about halfway down the first base line on a thing that probably didn't get more than 15 feet in the air. Kicked foul, and it'll remain a ball and 2 strikes. On the infield, from third to first, H. Hess at third, Schultz, then Swartz out, and C. Hess at first. Young on the mound, Slosher doing the catching for the Lady Panthers. Young's pitch, way high for a ball, and the count will level out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Farmer steps back in. Square stance, left-handed batter. Here's a pitch from Young. Swung on right straight up the middle. Second baseman gets it, tags around a third of first. Out. And I guess he didn't hit. He didn't. I thought she may have been tagged her. She went by the runner at first, going down to second, Keller, but the umpire said no. So there's a runner at second for the Cardinals and 2 out. No tag. And it will go 4-3 on the out, bringing up Culberson, Brooke Culberson. She's a right-handed batter. Fouled right at the plate and rolls back to the screen right in front of us.
And we're right behind the screen here, right behind home plate here, yeah, just off to the first base side of it here by a few feet.
No score, bottom of the first. On a sun-bathed field here at Cochranton, and the temperatures in the upper 70s, I think, by now. Tomorrow they're talking about 80s.
Yeah, really feeling like June.
We'll take it, though, after the winter and spring we had.
No complaints.
Nobody going to complain. Foul at the plate. No, it hops right on the plate, throw to first for the out. Well, that ball hit on the plate and stayed fair. As long as it hits the plate, that is fair. Throw to first. That'll be catcher to first to retire the side. So the Cardinals get a hit. No run. At the end of 1, the score. Cochranton nothing and Saegertown nothing on Cool 101.7 and Armstrong.
Cool at a 1.7 live and local here in Redbird territory. Yeah. Beautiful day for softball, and that's why we're here. We picked the weather and the teams and and said, well, maybe it'll be nice. That is Klimans, I believe it was. Number 12?
Yeah, that is McClemens. I was trying to catch that first name when
I was trying to get rid of the PA system, but it was a little hard.
There's a line shot right into the glove of the first baseman for the Cochranton Cardinals, and that is Nealer. Reached up and speared that ball. Out number 1 on line to 3.
We're in the second inning now here at Cochranton. Sarah? Sarah, I think he said. It sort of sounded like a Sarah. We don't have first names for Saegertown. We apologize. They only provided us first initials.
Here's the pitch. A little bouncing ball to the third baseman. Picked up by right. Throw to first. Out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Saegertown here in the second on the pitching by Keller.
Number 18 for Saegertown.
Lauren
Haylett. We have an L, and I call Lauren.
All right, she's a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Keller. Swing and a miss.
We bought an A for a vowel, so it has to be Lauren.
Well, we're picking them up now. Haylett steps back in. Keller with the delivery. Little low that time for a ball.
We confirmed it's Lauren from our producer. Thank you.
He was really on the ball back there.
He is. He's up for Producer of the Year. I don't know if you knew that, Chuck.
Well, at least producer for the afternoon.
He's producer at least for the afternoon.
And now the 1-1 pitch with 2 out and nobody on for Saegertown. Pops it back, and that'll hit in front of the screen. No chance for the catcher Slosher to get back there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Or you should say McKay for the Cards to grab that one. Haylett back in there. Here comes the pitch. Swing at him. And that's going to do it. I thought that was the third down.
I was going to say.
Swing and a miss, and she was running toward the wrong dugout. And she thought she might be getting a walk, but that wouldn't even been close. Well, we're at the end of 1.5 innings of play down here in Cochranton with your score. It is Saegertown nothing, Cochranton nothing. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be ready for the Cardinals when we get back.
Cool at a 1.7, and Armstrong hanging out on the roof of the dugout over there, holding the camera. He's having a good time up there. Of course, Kevin, the producer, in the back of the Armstrong van.
Jeff was telling us a little earlier, it's a little dangerous up on top.
He said that roof is not meant as a stage.
Okay, line drive up the middle, base hit. Boy, almost caught there by the pitcher, put the glove up, but it was beyond her and out into center field for the base hit by the Lady Cards, and
she
that
just
was
didn't
right.
have that up quick enough. She almost caught it, but she didn't have that glove up quick enough.
It was Megan Wright on the very first pitch, lined it up the middle for the base hit. Hannah Harvey, next batter for the Cards. No score here, bottom of the second inning. A pitch from Young went to bunt, bunts it foul at the plate.
So we got 1 on first right now for the Cards, and
nobody out.
Nobody out.
They only had a runner at first with 1 out in the last inning.
Yesterday's game was breezy. This game is breezy as well. Feels good today.
But it's probably about 10 degrees warmer at least.
It has
Tried
to
to bunt it again, missed it. Fake a throw to first. The runner is back. And that is Megan Wright. Here Davis is on deck. Stands up pretty straight, does the batter right now. The pitch up high for a ball. Once again, check the runner at first.
Get ready for this one to come down.
There's a pitch to Hannah. She has that brace on her right leg. and a little nubbler gets beyond the pitcher. First baseman picks it up, has no place to throw on that slow roller that got by the pitcher, Young. Time the first baseman got over to it, nobody else was there. No way she could get back to first, and the Cardinals have the first two up and on here in the inning.
Still scoreless here.
Just as good as a bunt.
Yeah, really.
So it will be.
Put it in the game, dude. Courtesy run. Number 9. Riley Harvey.
Harvey will be the courtesy runner at first base for Hannah Harvey. Another left-handed batter steps in there now for the Cardinals. Number 3, and that is the right fielder, Kira Davis.
Kira Davis, yeah. Lefty, ready to go.
Chokes up on that bat.
She sure does.
Whoa, way low, away from the catcher, and the runners are going to move up. It was down low into the dirt, so that'll be a wild pitch. And that'll send both runners to second and third, respectively.
And she's getting ready to head for first.
Next pitch, she swings and she misses. Golden opportunity for Cochranton to take the lead, second and third, nobody out, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Takara.
She does hold that bat up high.
Yeah, look at how she's got to be about 5 inches, choking up on that. That pitch is a bounding ball by the second baseman out into right field. 1 run is scored. They're going to throw to the plate.
2.
Safe.
Both safe.
And the Cardinals have runners. Both of them score, and it is a 2-0 Cardinal lead on a clutch single right there by Davis. 2 RBIs, still nobody out.
And Kira Davis for Cochranton on first.
3 straight singles, a wild pitch, 2-run for the Cards. Bringing up McKenna Needler. Down there talking with her coach.
Have a little talk out on the mound.
Yep,
there.
out comes the coach of the Lady Panthers. Have a little chat with his team, try to settle them down. Knowing this is a big game in the region as we begin the second half. And the Panthers are undefeated in the region, and Cochranton with just 1 loss. So a big ball game for both ball clubs. Maybe a little bit more for Cochranton, seeing they're back by 1. At 5-1, 8-0 for the Panthers. So Cardinals look like they got a lot of makeup games here. At least 2.
I think they were doing a little karaoke on the PA system here.
You think that's what it was? You were up there?
There, wasn't me.
McKenna Needler. Yep, she is the first baseman of the Cards. They have a runner at first. Nobody out, 2 runs in. Pitch from Young, foul back to the screen. She had a good swing at that one.
Just touched it a little.
We're in the bottom of the second inning. These crowds have been in here watching the team. The volleyball team was here getting ready to hit up to Corey this afternoon.
I think they just left a little bit ago. They're headed to Corey. I think the Cochranton boys are playing tonight baseball too, I think.
Here's pitch foul back to the screen.
Did you hear that one over the radio?
Yeah, I bet
Chuck
they
ducked
did.
too. He didn't just like, that chain link fence.
I don't think it's going to come through there.
Pretty not, but you still ducked.
I did. It had been a little high. It went over my head and into the concession stand.
Yeah.
Is that open today, by the way?
The concession stand is not open yet, folks.
Unbelievable. Here's the pitch. Swing, and this struck her out. So she'll go down swinging, and that will be the second strikeout this afternoon for Young.
Vincina Reese up to bat for Cochranton right now, right-handed batter. She's ready to move.
That was the first out of the inning. There, it's out over the outside corner. That fastball by Young. She's given up a total of 4 hits here this afternoon. Another ball.
1 ball, 1 strike on Vincina.
Reese. She's the left fielder for the Lady Cards. Young, ready to whip it in there again. She swings on this. She pops it up. No problem for the second baseman. Reaches up, swat out, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2.
2-0 Cochranton leading here in the second. Here on Cool 101.7 and Armstrong Cable.
Michaela steps in there now. Elena McKay. Pitch up high, ball 1. She's a flex player. Pitched her, bounding ball foul. Actually,
that was low.
McKay does not bat. She's a flex player. We go back to the top of the order in Farmouth. That's Kayla back in there.
Kayla Farmouth, yeah.
Number 1. This is the 6th batter of the inning for the Cardinals. They've already pushed across 2. A runner at first, 2 out. Young. Back in the circle again on the mound.
Waiting for the pitch right now.
Here it comes. Swing, fouled back to the screen. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 out. For the Cardinals, they've grabbed the early lead in this one here. Last time these two teams met, first game of the region, was the Cardinals. It was their very first game of the season. Panthers already had 8 or 9 games in the book, and the Panthers won that one. It's either 8 or 9-1. Pitch is outside for a ball. Count now goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. 2-0 Cardinal lead. Deuce is wild in the second. Looking in is Young. Back on the rubber. Here comes the delivery. Swung on a bounding ball wide of first. Foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not a cloud in the sky here in Cochranton today.
Yeah, beautiful day for softball, baseball, anything, even mowing your lawn.
What
even
about
weeding
golf?
your garden. You
What
haven't
about
planted.
golf?
How about
Weeding
golf?
the garden. There's no garden behead yet.
Not yet.
Not even planted yet.
No, what are you waiting for?
Weather like this. Here comes the 2-2 pitch line drive.
Way out.
Right into the glove of the
hand.
second baseman. Swat out, reaches up and swats that ball into the glove to retire the side. But the Cardinals, they come up with 3 consecutive hits and 2 runs. We'll go to the 3rd inning. The score, Cochranton 2, Saegertown nothing. Cool 101.7 and Armstrong.
Cool 101.7, live and local here at Cochranton. It's Saegertown and Cochranton softball right now, where the Cochranton Cardinals, as we enter the 3rd inning, 2-0 in the lead.
Kessler on the hill here. Fouled. And the batter is the last one in the batting order for the Panthers, and it is Kaylee Mulligan. Probably the sister of Cody. Talked about him yesterday. What a wrestler. Here's a pitch up high for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, you don't want to play around with Cody.
Quite a breeze blowing here today, folks. You probably hear it in our microphones a little bit. Blowing from first to third base, straight across.
And Cody with 2 consecutive state championships in wrestling the last 2 seasons. Hit foul back to the almost out of and over the screen, but just caught the very top of it. Drops to the bottom. Out there to get it for the Lady Cardinals is McKay. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last inning. 3 up, 3 down for Kessler. She's back on the rubber and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be the 4th strikeout this afternoon for Keller.
Number 13, catcher Carly Schlosser.
Carly Schlosser. That bat for Saegertown.
Pitched to her, foul back once again to the screen. Carly. I thought we had Courtney.
Something like that. They didn't get us the first names, so we're kind of having to guess just a little bit here. We apologize.
Sure, the PA announcer said Carly, so.
I thought maybe he did too.
Okay, we'll change it.
Maybe he's guessing.
Carly Maybe it's Carly Courtney.
Oh, no.
All right. Here's the pitch. Down low, and she pops it up. She got underneath it. Shortstop, second baseman converge, and the shortstop reaches up, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. We're in the top of the third. It's popped up to Keller. Here's the pitch. Line shot. One hop. Second baseman off her glove. And it's going to be safe at first base. Second baseman that time could not come up with it. And that was Keller.
Young up for Saegertown. Lefty. She got a hold of that one.
This one. She hits this one out into right center fielder. Over comes the center fielder. Farmouth reaches up, makes the grab. And
made it look easy.
An error in the inning, but no damage done. And the Lady Cardinals remain in the lead. And going to the bottom half of the third inning, the score is Cochranton 2, Saegertown nothing.
Back to softball here on Cool 101.7 and Armstrong. It's Saegertown here at Cochranton on a beautiful afternoon for softball. In case you haven't noticed, if you haven't gotten out of work yet, well, you'll enjoy it when you get out of work. And if you're listening to us at work on the Cool mobile app, we're glad to have you along. Just a nice day for softball. 2-0 Cardinals lead here as we get ready to go into the bottom of the third inning. Cochranton up to bat.
And the leadoff batter for the Lady Cardinals,
Shaylee Keller Boozer.
We were in Arizona in the middle of March, like 13. We came back 1-for-8, 72, signing on a Cardinals guy.
Entering the game for the Lady Panthers out in left field, number 1.
What was he saying? I didn't hear him.
Number 4, number 2, Shaylee Keller Boozer. And the boys are tied 1-1 at top of 3 at Candy Springs.
I think he said the tie of 1-1 in Cambridge Springs for the boys today. Cambridge Springs and Cochranton, I think.
I was thinking it was 1-0, maybe.
Maybe. I think they
Keller
said
back in there. She had a base hit in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Tried to bunt out and fouls it back to the screen. Young's gone all the way for the Lady Panthers. Right-handed batter steps back in there. Mackenzie Farmouth next, followed by Culberson. Here's the windup and the pitch. Bounding ball wide at first. Just a strike, and it's 1-2. Cardinals so far have collected a total of 4 hits and 2 runs off Young. In just about 3 weeks, we'll start thinking about playoffs. So.
Yep, look forward to that as well.
Here's the pitch outside for a ball. Count goes to 2-2.
Win the battle. Here we go.
They've got 3 infielders on the right side, and only the third baseman midway between third and the mound. Here's a pitch. Foul back to the screen one more time.
Almost
under that one.
Almost under on Chuck's head. That almost made it over the fence.
I didn't jump though.
You did not jump. You trusted the fence.
That's right.
Trust the fence.
We do have a monitor here today, but
The sun's kind of shining on it. We thank our friends at Armstrong for that.
Absolutely. Foul back again. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom half of the third inning. Nobody on. One more pitch coming up to Keller. Here's the delivery. Bounding ball. And that is foul. Young, left-handed pitcher. Is out of the circle, steps back into the circle, and up on the rubber. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and foul again. She just reached out and slapped that one down the first base side, and I can see why they swing around to the right for her. Everything she's hit so far has either gone back to the screen or wide of first base. Young having a tough time getting Hannah out of there. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a wide one. That was ball 3 right there. Heller couldn't come up with it. It is a strikeout. And that will be the 3rd this afternoon.
That's play center fielder number 5, Mackenzie Farmeth.
Mackenzie Farmeth up to bat for Cochranton right now.
She grounded the second baseman, her only time at bat here this afternoon. It was consecutive singles by Wright, Harvey, and Davis. In the last inning, Davis scored a couple. And that's where we stand at 2-0 Cardinals in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch foul back.
Over
Look
the
out.
backstop, into the other field. She's got a high grip on that bat as well.
Yeah, she grips up there about 3 inches or so. Left-handed batter.
2-0 Cochranton in this
Close
contest.
stands. Here's the pitch. Swings, fouls it right to the screen. Another good swing by Mackenzie. Couldn't quite square it up, though. 1 out, nobody on for the Lady Cards here in the bottom of the 3rd. She'll step back in that left-handed batter's box. Get ready for the delivery from Young. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Consecutive strikeouts to start the bottom of the 3rd here by Young.
That's play number 15, DP, Brooke Cochranton.
4 Ks in the game for Young. And the batter is Brooke Culbertson. Right-handed batter. She was thrown out, catcher to first, her first time to the plate. Pitch outside, ball 1. So again, she'll go to the back of the circle, and then Young steps back up on. Here comes the pitch. Oh, with the outside corner for a strike. That'll level all out, a little ball on the strike.
Go, Brooke.
2 out here. Young's trying to get him 1, 2, 3. Long look in. Here's the pitch. Up high, and she swings on it, belts it to center field, but no problem out there for McClymans. Reaches up, grabs it, and the Cardinals go 1, 2, 3. We're at the end of 3 down here in Cochranton on this sunny day. And the score, Cochranton 2, Saegertown nothing. Here on Cool and Armstrong, we'll take a 60-second timeout.
Cool 101.7 and Armstrong. We're live in Cochranton. It's Saegertown's Lady Panthers and the Cochranton Cardinals, where the Cardinals lead 2-0 as we start the 4th inning with Saegertown's number 2 coming up here.
And Harvey on the mound for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch in there, strike 1 called.
It's actually 22, I'm sorry for at bat.
Yep,
that's
that'll be Hallie Hess.
Hallie Hess, yeah. For Saegertown.
So far in the ball game. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. High and away for a ball. And Harvey's delivery. Swung on the bounding ball to the shortstop. Picks it, throws it out. Number 1 here in the top half of the 4th inning. Nice pick off that time by Farmeth. Threw across the diamond. Easy out.
So, Chuck, after the game here, you going to take the clubs out for a little while?
I sort of doubt it. I'll wait till tomorrow. Get my first swings in.
You've been out at the driving range lately?
No. Haven't had any time to get out there.
Say,
Weather-wise doesn't help at all.
Not helped for people that want to get out there and warm up their golf game.
That's right.
Pitch comes down.
And that is Hess. Courtney Hess.
That was a strike, I guess. Waiting for the pitch.
Here it comes. Swung on, popped up, and that's going to be back and out of play.
It's a windshield ball.
Oh, no. Was the van over there?
No, I moved the van.
Oh, did you move the van? Okay.
Yeah, I think we had the van and the green machine here, and we try to keep them out of harm's way. Did you put that blanket over the van, that big, nice, thick, fluffy
Oh,
blanket?
it's going to be so warm when I get back in there again. Down low for a ball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on for the Panthers. We're in the 4th. Game speeding right along. Much faster than yesterday's at 15-9. Cochranton went over Saegertown. That went about 2.5 hours, I think.
If you got a score on that.
Pounded into the dirt. That's a fair ball rolling down the first base line. Picked up, throw to first. Not even close as the first baseman come in and threw back to the second baseman. Covering first, but safe. So you have with 1 out, 1 on for the Lady Panthers.
I understand the Cochranton boys are playing right now somewhere. I think up in Cambridge Springs. If you got a score on that, let us know. I believe that's what's going on.
I think it was 1-0, wasn't it?
I thought it was tied at 1 the last time.
Tied at 1, okay.
If you got a score, let us know. 333-9011. Our producer will let us know the score on that one.
It was a 3rd hit off of Harvey here this afternoon. You have to give a run. Swung on, fouled right at the plate, rolls back to the screen. Panthers trying to get something going here. Harvey's been tough out here this afternoon in the circle.
And this is the one loss that Cochranton had was to Saegertown right at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, trying to get a little revenge here this afternoon. She looks in for the sign. Left-handed batter in the batter's box, Clemens. And this one here, roller right out in front of the plate, picked up by the catcher McKay, throws to first for the out.
She's a good first base.
2-3 on the play, bringing up
number 8 for Saegertown.
Swartout, S-W-A-R-T-O-U-T.
That's a cup. That's what he said, too.
That's what he said. So
that's a complicated radio name there.
Swartout.
Just going to swat him out here.
That'd be sort of fun in basketball.
It would.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, a little bit low for a ball. So the Panthers have a runner at second, trailing 2-0 in the 4th. So they're looking for a big key hit here by Sarah. Right-handed batter.
Good turnout for the game today.
Yep.
A lot of people here enjoying it.
Grounded out to the 3rd baseman. Her last at bat. Back in the 2nd inning. Here's the delivery. Fouled right at the plate. And we'll go to 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second for the Panthers. We're in the 4th inning
Moving right along.
of a 7-inning game.
Waiting for the pitch.
And here it comes. Ball. It's been a little low. Looked pretty good from here. But the umpire, who's probably no more than about, 20, 25 feet away from us. Called it a ball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Harvey, bounding ball foul. Over there in the coach's box at 3rd base. She was quickly scampering down the line, Swartout was, but they called her back. And count level out. Here we go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 1 on.
And a breeze. Picking up a little bit.
Yeah, that feels good.
It does feel good.
When was the last time we said that? I feel good with a breeze. Swing and a miss, struck her out on the breaking pitch, and that'll retire the side. And once again, Harvey gives up the hits, but that'll do it in the top half of the 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. The score remains Cochranton 2, Saegertown nothing. Here on Cool 101.7 and Armstrong.
Cool 101.7 live and local. We're here at Cochranton High School. We're here with the Saegertown Lady Panthers and the Cochranton Lady Cardinals. It's 2-0. Cardinals in the lead here as we're in the 4th inning right now.
Well, we have
Cardinals are up to bat.
Good pitchers duel going on between Harvey and Young, but right now it is Harvey with a 2-0 lead. And the Lady Cardinals. Into the batter's box for the Cardinals will be Megan Wright. Pounds it foul, first base side, over toward the Cardinal dugout. She started things going for the Cardinals in the second inning with a base hit. Before the dust had cleared, they had a 2-run base hit by Davis. That's where we stand, 2-0. Here's the pitch from Young. Foul once again.
Got a hold of it, but went to the right lickety split.
Yep. She looks down to her coach, steps back in the batter's box, right-handed batter. On deck, Hannah Hard before it will by Davis. Bottom of the fourth. Young's delivery, outside ball. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. She'll step back in again. Here's the pitch. Swung on, she pops it back, and that is going to be out of play.
That was.
Does that go into Armstrong's van?
Almost went in the Armstrong van, but it did not.
Jeff's just up there just laughing, so it's a company van. You're not worried about it.
Oh, no, he's not. No. It missed the van.
Young's delivery, pounded right to the first baseman, gets it, steps on the bag for out number 1. Couldn't be hit any better to her. She's standing right beside the bag and ball rolled right to her. Unassisted 3. That'll bring up Hannah Harvey. She had a base hit, the second of the inning, back-to-back to lead off the second inning. Pitch line drive by the pitcher, picked up by the second baseman, throws to first, and that is Sword out. Throws to Hess for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for the Cardinals.
Just got an update on the Cambridge Springs Cochranton baseball score. Tied at 1 still.
Wow.
I didn't get the inning, but it's tied at 1.
You know, that'll roll right along.
Yeah.
Another pitcher's duel up there, as we have here.
Yep.
Davis back in there again. She had the big base hit that drove in, too. Only runs of the ball game. First pitch to her, strike 1 from Young. Young this afternoon with a total of 4 strikeouts. She's given up a total of 4 hits. McKenna Needler on deck if Davis stays alive. Here's the delivery down low and away for a ball. It's the bottom of the 4th. Game is rolling right along.
Second of the games we've had down here this week.
Right.
We had the boys here yesterday. It was a nice day for that, and this is even better.
Outside for another ball. We're going to be right back here on Thursday, but we'll be inside. I hope they have the air conditioner on.
Yeah,
Volleyball.
for volleyball action, of course. We'll have that again Thursday evening here on Cool.
2 out, nobody on for the Cards. Here's the windup and the pitch into the dirt.
Into the dirt.
And I'll go to ball 3.
Yeah, I shouldn't move my paperweight here on a day like today. It is
That's
windy.
right. We only have 1 out up on the scoreboard, but there's 2. We had the unassisted and then the 4-3. There's a strike called. Now we have a 3-ball, 2 strike. String is out. Full count. Pitch to Davis. From Young, bound ball right up the middle,
Right down the
base
middle.
hit. She couldn't have placed that any better by Young, and that over second base and into center field for the base hit. That is her second of the day to go along with a couple of ribbies.
Right fielder, number 3.
McKenna Needler.
And a courtesy run for the pitcher, number 9, Riley Harvey.
Courtesy runner in.
Yep.
On first.
Yep.
Thank you for taking us along with you here with Cool 101.7 and Armstrong. They're recording this game. They're going to be rebroadcasting it soon. I got to double check the time on that. I think it's 7 o'clock on Thursday. Is that right? 7 o'clock on 7 o'clock. He's giving me sign language. on Wednesday. 7 o'clock on Wednesday. He's trying to make a W with his hands. Thank you.
Here's the pitch,
phone.
fouled away.
There it is. I'm stepping on my phone. Oh,
batter.
nice.
This is Harvey up there. That was Harvey that had the base hit, and so Davis is up now.
Wednesday at 7 on Armstrong on that. Got to get a thumbs up. I got it right. Sign language is correct. Thumbs up.
All right.
Now that we got that ironed out.
Left-handed batter in there. First pops it
up.
Over the infield. In comes the second baseman. Swat out, reaches up, grabs it, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Number 20 in for the Cardinals here to bat.
Needler steps in there.
McKenna Needler.
She struck out back in the second inning. First pitch to her from Young. She pops it up.
Oof, that was close.
Very close to the top of the screen. Let it come straight down.
That went in Chuck's lap.
Or on the head. Ouch.
Or on the head. Ouch, yeah.
2-0 Cardinals here. Bottom of the fourth. Young pitted up against Harvey here this afternoon in Cochranton. Lefty throws it, and that's up the middle. That's going to be caught by the second baseman on one hop. Throws to the shortstop covering second, but sliding in safely was Harvey.
So we got Cardinals on first and second right now. Number 8 coming up to bat.
And that will be
Vincina Reese.
So that's going to go then as a base hit. She popped to the second baseman, her only time at bat here this afternoon. First pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Cardinals looking for another timely hit to add to a 2-0 lead. Steps back in that right-handed batter's box. And here's the pitch from Young. Swing and a miss. Runners back to their base. Two strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Swung on the line drive. That's going to be a base hit. Drops right in front of the right fielder. Here comes the throw to the plate. No, it is cut off. Throw to the plate is late. And scoring for the Cardinals is Harvey, and they take a 3-0 lead.
Still got one on second here.
Big hit by Reese and an RBI.
3-0 Cardinals, bottom of the fourth.
And we'll have a huddle by the Panthers, all the infielders out on the around the big circle.
I don't know if he tried to slow it down.
Comes in place for the Lady Cardinals. That's shortstop, number 1.
We're back to the top of the order.
Kayla Fryermuth at bat.
Yep, shortstop. So far today, she struck out and lined to second.
As we wait on the pitch.
Looking for her first hit. Runners first and second. The pitch bounding ball by the pitcher. The second baseman picks, throws to first, out at first place. Bang, bang play. And that is the end of the Cardinals. But they get a total of 3 more hits, and they end up getting another run. So we'll go now into the 5th inning. Score from Cochranton. It is the Lady Cardinals 3 and the Lady Panthers nothing here on Cool and Armstrong.
Cool 101.7 live and local here in Cochranton. It's the top of the 5th inning. It's the Cardinals leading 3-0 over the Lady Panthers here as the Panthers come up to bat. She is number 1. I don't have a number 1 down there. Didn't get her name. We apologize.
Here's the pitch. She must be batting for Hayleton. And number 1, hold it. I got the roster here. Number 1 is Haskell.
She has 1 strike so far. Elizabeth Haskell, thank you. She's got 1 strike so far, waiting for the pitch.
Time is
called.
called.
They call time.
We're in the 5th inning.
Little time called there. Looks like we're going to get back in action here.
Kaylee Mulligan is on deck.
Waiting on the pitch. Waiting on the pitch. Here it comes.
Harvey fouled at the plate. Tell you what, they have been fouling off a lot of pitches by Harvey out here this afternoon. 3-0 Cards, top of the 5th. Panthers desperately trying to get something going. She chokes up on that bat too. About 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, she does.
Here's the delivery. Fouled right over there in front of the Cochranton dugout.
That was, awful close to Jeff, one of our cameramen, of course, from Armstrong. He was nervous.
Well, he's ducking behind the camera.
He ducked behind the camera. He was trying to protect the camera.
Was always trying to protect it,
make sure the Armstrong people know he was protecting the equipment.
Okay, very good. He'll have a job tomorrow then. Here's the pitch.
Right.
Foul back. Boy, she turned on that one. Fouled it back to the screen. She's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nobody out. Leadoff batter for the Panthers here in the 5th. On the pitching gem so far by Harvey. Here's your delivery. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. So the
Panthers just not been able to get anything going today.
Nope. Kaylee Mulligan. She struck out back in the 3rd. And that'll now be the 6th strikeout this afternoon for Harvey. In their biggest game of the year so far, in there for a strike. Trying to get revenge against the Panthers that knocked them off earlier in the campaign.
Hear that wind blowing.
First game of the season. And the pitch. Up high, and she swings at it, pops it out into right fielder. Right fielder for the Cardinals coming over. Davis reaches up and grabs it for out number 2.
3-0 Cardinals here in the 5th.
Back to the top of the order to Carly Slosher. She is the catcher. She is struck out, and she is popped to the second baseman. 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
Beautiful breeze. Plays havoc with the microphone.
Pitch, line drive, base hit to right field by Carly Slosher. Her first hit of the afternoon, and it will be the 4th hit this afternoon for Saegertown. They have had a hit by Carly Slosher, Taylor Schultz, Caitlin Young, and also by Courtney Hess. So it is Taylor Schultz stepping in there now with a couple out and 1 on. Second base, and ended up going as a no. Here's the pitch. Line drive right into the glove of the 3rd baseman. Right, reach down almost on the ground to snag that one. Stop any type of a rally by Saegertown. So the Panthers get a hit, but no runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Cardinals still remain leading in this one 2-0. You're listening to this action on, or 3-0, and the Cardinals lead it 3-0, and we'll be right back on Cool and Armstrong right after this 60-second timeout.
Cool 101.7 live and local here at Redbird territory here in Cochranton on one of the nicest days we've had this season, obviously. Beautiful outside. Nice day for softball. We have it for you here at Cool. It's Cochranton leading Cambridge in the bottom of the 5th, 3-0.
And this should be Keller sitting in there, and she pounds it into the dirt to the shortstop. 3rd baseman, and Thaddeus House throws to first for the first out of the bottom half of the 5th inning.
And we heard it's 2-1 Cambridge over the Cochranton boys in Cambridge Springs right now in baseball.
Where's all that runs they got yesterday?
I'm not sure.
Must be up
not
against
today.
A tougher pitcher here today up at Cambridge Springs.
Here comes the pitch.
Flammerth, she follows that one back and out of play and into the other field of play. So all these fields go back to back to back to back to back.
6 fields here at this location at Cochranton High School, which is the old fairgrounds. The Cochranton Community Fairgrounds used to be where these baseball fields are, and over where the fairgrounds are now was baseball fields. They switched it up.
Rolled that one in there like a bowling ball almost.
They did that many years ago.
One ball and no strikes. One out. Nobody on for the Cardinals. We are in the 5th inning. Pitch pounded on the dirt. Second baseman picks it up. Swat out. Throws to first. Out number 2. 2 up and 2 down quickly for the Cards.
Nick Robinson reminded me there are actually 7 fields here in this baseball softball complex.
Wow.
Here at the high school.
The batter is Brooke Culbertson. She is flied out to center and thrown out, catcher to first. Young's delivery. Strike. It was the Cardinals with 3 consecutive hits back in the 2nd inning. And the last one drove in a pair of runs for the Cardinals, and then they got one the last inning.
That was
Fouled
right
back
in
to
our
the
lap.
screen.
If there wasn't a screen, it would have been in our lap.
I'm glad the screen was there.
I'm glad the screen was there. 2.
Megan Wright on deck if Culberson stays alive. 3-0 Cards. Young. Delivery. Bounding ball right back to Young. Throws to first. And it is once again 3 up and 3 down for the Lady Card. We are at the end of 5 here in Cochranton on this beautiful afternoon. And the score remains Cochranton 3, Saegertown nothing. This action coming your way on Cool and Armstrong.
Cool 101.7 live in Cochranton here where we get ready for the 6th inning. It's been 3-0 for a little while. It was 2-0 for quite a while. 3-0. Cochranton leads on this one here. Saegertown coming up the bat right now with
Young,
yeah, number 11.
Kelly Hess, and Courtney Hess, at least. The first 3 batters for the Lady Panthers, who trail 3-0. They're down to their final 6 outs. So far this afternoon, a double by Young, and then she flew out to center field. Waiting for the catcher to come out there for the Lady Cards.
She's suited up and ready to go.
And here we go.
Different than the last meeting of these 2 teams where it was all Saegertown.
Yeah. Well, it was the Cardinals' first game in about their 8th or 9th, maybe their 10th. So they were ready to go. First pitch, a strike called from Harvey, who's been good out here this afternoon. She has a total of 6 Ks, giving up just 4 hits. Here's the delivery, swung on a bounding ball to the shortstop. Farmer throws to first. Out number 1 on the top half of the 6th inning.
Wind's really starting to blow now.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Folks, I'm sure you can hear that.
Yeah. Now coming to the plate is Kelly Hess, the 3rd baseman. Right-handed batter. Looks like if she got a hold on it, it'd go a long way. Harvey will try to not let her do that. Here's the pitch. Strike call. She'll go to the back of the circle, turn around, step back onto the rubber. 1 out, nobody on for Saegertown. Here's the pitch. Swung on a high pitch and pops it up. In comes all the way, and the ball is dropped. And that is going to be, ended up throw to second, out at second base.
Out at second base.
Yes, and Harvey come in, that ball dropped off her glove, picked it up, the runner wanted to go to second, and she fired a strike down there for the out. Huge out there for the Lady Cardinals.
Nice play.
Boy, the wind, I'm sure, because the wind was blowing right in. That ball blew right away.
The dust was flying, too. Hard to see.
She went to catch that ball, and it went right off her glove. Stayed fair probably by about 2 feet.
Yeah.
Grabbed it and threw down to second base. And they had to tag the runner, and they did. 2. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
It's number 22 for Saegertown at bat.
Hold it, that what did they end up calling that, a foul ball?
I don't know.
That ended up being, yeah. Here's the delivery, bounding ball.
Right down to the middle.
Wide of the pitcher. Oh, nice stop, but then unable to get a hold of that ball and control it was Keller at second base. So that's what happened, Joe. Wasn't thrown out at second base. She bobbled that ball, and then it ended up going out of bounds, foul territory. So she got to bat again.
I see.
And so she ends up with getting should probably be an error there. Second baseman probably should have had that one. Error 4. So she's on first base. Bring up number 21, and that will be Courtney Hess. First pitch, down low. Swift throw to first. Ooh, runner is back.
3-0 Cardinals, 6th inning here on Coolina 1.7 and Armstrong Cable.
She swung.
Waiting for the pitch.
Bottom, top half of the 6th inning. Here's delivery to Hess. Swung on, she pops it back and out of play.
Where did that go? I thought it was coming for our head there for a second.
It was heading back towards the Armstrong van again.
Oh, that van is a target.
It is. 1 ball, 1 out, 3-0 Cochranton.
Kevin producing in the truck will let us know when it hits the roof of that because he's inside doing the producing right now.
I think we'll hear it. Here's the delivery up high for ball, away from the catcher, back to the screen, and the runner will scamper down. As Ellie Hess, she'll go down to second base.
Got out of the hands of the catcher there a little bit.
Come on, hand off!
Yeah, we get ready for the pitch.
From Harvey, trying to protect that 3-0 lead. Pitch to Hess. That's a bouncing ball once again by the pitcher. Picked up. Stopp, threw it high and safe at first base. Here come the runner. Slide the tag out at the plate. Throw down to second, and it's out at second base.
Wow.
Wow, what a turn of events that was. It looks like they were going to have runners at first and second, at least third base. But the runner at second tried to come all the way to score, threw her out. The batter trying to advance to second base, threw her out for a double play. That's the end of the top half of the 6th inning.
Wow, what a play.
Go to the bottom of the 6th. The score remains Cochranton 3, Saegertown nothing on Cool and Armstrong.
Little breeze blowing across our microphones here at Cochranton. We are here, of course, with the Lady Blue Devils and the Lady Cardinals, where the Lady Cardinals just had a nice bottom of the or top of the 6th inning, right, Chuck?
That was so crazy.
That was 3-0 Cochranton right now. That was crazy.
Okay, Megan Wright, the bottom of the 6th.
Pitching for Saegertown, Caitlin Young.
Yep, she continues in there.
First pitch was
nothing on the scoreboard. I was looking down
no
at my
scoreboard, no.
Scorebook. Well, that was a ball or a strike, but we'll find out about it right now. Here comes the delivery from Young. Line shot, foul by the first base. That was a bullet. See if the umpire give us an indication of the balls and strikes.
Apparently we have a ball now and 1 strike. So
there you go.
Now the lights are on.
Somebody a little tardy over there in the press box.
I don't know.
Pitch from Young. Swing. Pops it up. That's going out of play.
That's an auto body.
That was about where the van was originally
Originally was the van.
Before we moved her out of the way.
That's right. I'm glad to know that the van was moved.
Yes. It was definitely moved. It may have had a few softball dings in it right now. Okay, we have a 1 ball, 2 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning, Cochranton remains in control, 3-0. Harvey pitching a gem out there. Young is giving up 3 hits. High pitch, he pops it up behind the plate. Here comes the catcher back, reaches up, makes the catch. Schlosser, probably about 4 feet from the screen, and that's out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Slowing the Cardinals down just a little bit right now.
Well, it is Hannah Harvey.
At bat.
Yeah, and she's had a couple base hits here this afternoon. Here's the delivery. She swings on this. She fouls it away. Is that heading toward the van again?
That was headed towards the van. I think it's going into the Cochranton High School gymnasium.
Oh, it is? Okay.
A bounding ball over to the up the steps.
All right. Yeah, somebody will retrieve that.
Yeah, there was about 10 kids that went after it. They're always good for that. They do a nice job. We appreciate it.
And the pitch from Young up high, and that's a ball. A little ball and a strike. There we go. They finally posted it on the board. Young's delivery. High and away for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on for the Cardinals. That 3-0 lead. They're looking for 3 outs here in the top of the 7th and get out of here with a huge win. Young,
she
gets this deep to left, back to the wall. This ball is gone for a home run.
All right. Wow.
Hannah Harvey nails it over the left field wall.
And the whole team's out here with her to welcome her home.
4-0 Cochranton.
A few more feet, that would have been in Little Sugar Creek over there between the ball fields and the fairgrounds of Cochranton.
Or that would have made a nice landing on that pickup truck or the van out there.
Yeah, not our van.
No, not our van.
It was close. There was some people cringing over there with their windshields.
That is her 3rd hit this afternoon by Hannah Harvey. Put that up with the pitching here this afternoon. She is definitely the star of the game so far.
That was almost a safe light repair, safe light replace moment over there. You know, that would have been a replace. Up is number 3 for Cochranton, Kira Davis.
So far this
lefty.
Afternoon, she has popped out. She's had a base hit. First pitch to her, rolled in there.
Almost across the toes. And she's getting the walk because she pointed out that she got hit in the toes.
Okay.
She's like, hey, you hit my feet, you know.
So she'll trot down to first base, and that'll bring up.
Umpire said, go ahead and walk then.
Kenna Needler. She is struck out and had a single.
First baseman, number 20, McKenna Needler.
Needler, right-handed batter, back in there again. Base hitter last at bat. Pitch and swings on this one, skies it to right. Up comes the right fielder. She can't get to it, but it's a foul ball. That was Mulligan.
4-0 Cochranton, bottom of the 6th.
Future Cardinals over here.
Here we got,
baseball players.
Yes, we have some young gentlemen over here watching
baseball.
Watching the game, enjoying a day out here, not playing video games, they're out enjoying the good old-fashioned softball game.
Another low pitch. Check the runner at first. She's back, so Schlosser fires that ball back out to the
ball and a strike.
Circle. 4-0 Cochranton. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Panthers with 1 more shot. Well, Harvey's been pitching. It won't be easy. Here comes the pitch from Young. Slaps at it, foul, be on first. Over there snagging it was Hess for the Blue Devils, or Blue Devils rather, the Panthers.
You want to see this game on TV, you'll be able to with Armstrong. They're going to have it for you coming up tomorrow evening at 7 on Armstrong Cable.
1-2 pitch, pounded into the dirt. Third baseman bringing up Hess, throws to first just in time for the out. That's out number 2.
Next is number 8 for the Cardinals, getting ready to go at bat. Vincina Reese.
Right-handed batter so far this afternoon. She had a base hit the last at bat, and she popped out to second. Pitch from Young, fouls it back.
That's a windshield one.
Ooh. Call the repairman.
Yeah. Safe light repair, safe light replace.
And if Reese stays alive, we'll go back to the top of the order. Cardinals have a runner at second. 2 out. The 1-strike pitch reached out and slaps it out into right field. That's once again going to be a foul ball.
So we'll try it again.
Yep, she's in the hole, 0-2. Here in the 6th. 4-0 Cards on the home run by Harvey. Get their last run on the board. A blast over the left field wall.
Here comes the pitch.
Young winds it up and the pitch in the dirt. Bounces in front of the plate for a ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes so far this afternoon. 4 strikeouts for Young. 8 hits. And the pitch. Swung on it. That's a roller up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. And the Cardinals will have runners out first and third. Now what did they call?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I don't know what happened, but
I
anyway,
don't
it's
know
the
either.
third out of the inning. Cardinals are coming out on the field.
Davis.
In the bottom of the sixth, Lady Card, correct. One run on one hit, with one error.
Kira Davis touched the ball, apparently.
Well, the ball hit her then.
Must have.
Okay,
Hit the
well,
seventh
that was-
inning, I guess, apparently.
Yeah, it is. That was the third out.
They're showing a
of the inning.
replay of it here from Armstrong.
Well, we missed it there. We had
I
to
think
see.
we missed it a little
because
bit.
She was the. Yeah, we can hardly see. Ball had to hit her, and she was running, so that's the third out. Here we go. It should be McClemens to lead things off, and it is number 12, Becca McClemens. She is lined out to the first baseman, and she grounded to the catcher, who reached out, ran in front of the plate, got it, and threw her out. Here's the pitch from Harvey and foul back. She had a good swing at that ball. Just missed it. Foul back to the screen. Strike one. To be followed by Swartout and Hale. Now Hale was taken out for a pinch hitter her last at bat, so we'll see who they send up. The left-handed batter will dig back in, looking for her first hit here this afternoon. Pitch from Harvey, a swing and a miss on a high, hard one. Their lone hits has been by Harley Slosher, Taylor Schultz, and Caitlin Young, and by Courtney Hess.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looking for the strikeout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck her out on a low pitch. I have that as the 7th K this afternoon for Harvey. Now they're all going to meet inside the circle, the infielders.
A little high five. And
Yep, we're back at it again.
They're happy with this score compared to the last time they met this team, where they lost to the Saegertown Panthers at the beginning of Cochranton's season, but it was a little ways into Saegertown.
Sarah swore out. Low pitch to her for ball one. She is struck out and grounded to third. Top of the 7th, 4-0 Cardinals. They've been waiting for this game since the first game of the season when they played the Panthers. The pitch up high and a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Panthers just 2 outs remaining. They need 4 runs. Hannah. The windmill swing and a miss again. Looks right now, Swartout seemingly doesn't have a chance against Harvey.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
She looks for strikeout number 8. And here it comes. Strike 3 called.
Next up for Saegertown, number 1. And that is Kaylee Mulligan for Saegertown.
Okay. Here's the pitch. Popped it up. This could be it. Overcome the first baseman, and it's going to be out of play. And once again heading toward
the dumpster.
He's hiding behind the camera up there.
But he's ducking.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anybody yell out, ouch.
No, we haven't.
They're waiting for the pitch right now.
Here comes the delivery. And a little tight. And the 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Cardinals look for the final out. And a brilliant pitching performance by the Cochranton Cardinals, Hannah Harvey. She looks in. The 1-1 pitch swung on a slow roller. Picking it up, throwing first, out, the ball game is over. On the roller that time to right, throws across the diamond, out, the ball game is over. The final score, Cochranton 4, Saegertown nothing. And Joe, as we wrap it up here for television this afternoon. This is a good performance by the Cardinals. Come back, got revenge, and a great pitching performance by Harvey.
Absolutely, and you know what? It's a little bit of revenge, that's for sure, and the Cardinals had it ready to go for them. Of course, when they lost to them in that first contest, it was one of the first games for the Cardinals, and well, they got the revenge this time here as they're both well deep into the season. They celebrate on the field. They want to thank our friends from Armstrong Cable once again. This will be a wrap-up for them, and we want to remind you that this broadcast will be on at 7 p.m. on Wednesday on Armstrong. If you want to see this game, it's a good one to watch. And we'll thank our friends from Armstrong and have them have a great night.